skinny wretch like you. Hard enough! All the realm can withstand this power! Let the wind kill! My trident is not!
That was fucking tough.
You disciple, you're a fool. You stole her long spell and snatched the great sage's relic. You even took your master's heed. Just for a short reign over this barren valley.
Amitabha. I am Bodhisattva Lingji of New Mount Sumeru. the warden of this rat. After the great sage's passing, his sixth senses were scattered across the mortal realm. This thieving rat chanced upon one of them, yet hindered by his meager might, he could not absorb its power. Thus he schemed with wicked intent. A victim of his deceit, I had my head taken by him. The sense requires such a grand container to release its power. I should bear the blame for his reign of havoc upon this ridge again. Through your valor and sagacity, order has been restored. You are the sole worthy one to keep it. Please, keep it secure in my stead. Men, beasts, Buddhas, Yaoguais. Each of them bears a distinct root from birth, superior and inferior. None should disturb what's decided. Am I right, Sun Wukong?
With the wind and sand you've endured here,
Did you reach the Forgotten Kingdom at the end of the land? Did you find the clash of stones and the fall of Tiger's acolyte? If you shut your ears and heed only your inner murmur, I fear the more you yearn for flawless endings, the further you'll stray from the path. Rats and cats, neither grasped their destiny, and yet neither admitted it. Listen closely, young one. Their complaints ride upon the wind.
Chapter? Shit. So doing this takes me to the next fucking chapter? That's bullshit. Yellow wind sage, endless yellow wind stands stretched far. In a land once abundant, no homes there are. Half quiet, half immoral, who can decide? Thief or sage, why would he mind? Firelight flickered over a table laden with food and drink. The second prince of Wellington sitting on the table, gnawed on what might have been half a hunch with relish. The king of flowing sand sat beside his son obediently, as someone who typically delighted in pointing out the missteps of others. He remained oddly silent during the feast. Even the tiger vanguard was on his best behavior. Watched the dimwit across him gorging on the haunch. The tiger seemed to have no appetite. The yellow wind sage sat in the place of honor, one hand caressing the object resting on the table. The head of a Bosiso with eyes closed in silence. Pa, I need more. A sudden shout from the second prince set all hearts hammering. His paw, the king of flowing sands, glowered and hissed. Shut it. Then he scrambled to his knees and pleaded for forgiveness. A trifle dissolved, the yellow wind sage rested his hand atop the head of Lingji and then stood. With my master's most prized vessel in my grasp, I can surely absorb that thing. I mean to enter secluded meditation starting today. I have appeased these old rascals from above, yet it will be wise to remain discreet. If you're seeking seclusion, master, fawned the king of flowing sands, my people and I would be honored to camp outside the cave and stand guard beside you. Beside me, the sage gazed at his master's head and rejecting his offer immediately. No, you will move to the ridge. I will be setting the yellow wind formation. Let no one disturb me. If there is urgent news, master, how shall I bear it onto you? The king cried out. The yellow wind pointed at the tiger vanguard. Have your rock brothers raise paths of sand, each with a gate locked by a secret tally. You two vanguards will each hold a tally. Before Tiger Vanguard knelt to thank the sage for this weighty charge, the king interjected anxiously. But master, rats have never got along with those cats. If they hold the yellow wind sage didn't want to listen at all. He picked up the Buddha head and interrupted. All of you withdraw, not disturbing until the very sky collapses. Then we go to the next fucking chapter when we didn't even finish this one.
Spared him, punished him, avoided him, eluded him. Master's grace taught, disciples' plot sought. His golden long staff meant nothing once mortal compassions took root. Bodhisattvas too could fall in this way.
I don't have a goddamn choice, now do I? I think I'm forgetting something here. You tell me I could have did all this shit. I'll be good.
Self-refinement is the way to make golden. Bills. What say you? Brave one.
Yeah, he hurts me.
Uncover the secrets of sky and islands emerge.
Then they stone his ass. Yeah, I didn't like him. Stupid mom. Oh, fuck, boy.
Stand ready. We are in dire times. Their minds yearn to ascend. Yet fame still holds sway. Their glory fades through time in tombs of somber gray.
For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they come? For what deed must all matter
From streams of sandstone, resonant waves of the cloud, pulsing through the ground. Evade their might unbound, and victory is surely found.
Yeah. Hey, she's dead. I fucking hate this damn shit. Supported monk, strength unused, with no place due, living stones, a task askew, bright eyes so bright, yet lost in haze, and empty gaze, lost in self's maze. In the past, the craftsmen building the Grand Hall in the West frequently encountered strange occurrences, leading many to quit. Curious, several craftsmen sought out the abbot, reputed to be a high monk, for answers. The abbot, without hesitation, led them to the great pagoda, where he revealed the lantern ward. The craftsmen were terrified, having heard of tales of Yaguais in their youth, but never having seen one. At that moment, a wondrous sound echoed through a great pagoda, and the lantern warden emitted a blue, blinding light, causing the craftsmen to lose their sight. They cried out in despair. The abbot smiled and said, "To see the truth, one must be willing to sacrifice even sight. You might as well stay here in this temple and practice the path to ultimate bliss with me. Perhaps you will have the chance to ascend and reach the Buddhist realm." Realizing they were now blind and unable to find work, the craftsmen decided to abandon secular life and join the temple. They asked the abbot how they should practice, and he replied, "Whatever you are skilled at, practice that." Craftsmen, known for their great strength, decided to pursue enlightenment through martial arts. Despite their blindness, they trained under the temple's overseeing monks. They tied large stones to iron chains and attacked them to their wrists, and attached them to their lips, lifting them daily. They also conveniently prepared the stones needed for the temple's construction. Yet was pleased to appoint them as a supporter monks, saving a considerable amount in labor costs. Good effect. Fuck you. Yeah. I'm gonna kill myself. That was actually too close. black loon with iron whiskers and devouring lips, twin hammers held in fierce embrace, lightning sparks powerful force, in the thunder's roar he holds his place. Long had the fisherman beside the river G spoken of black loon, doing far beneath the waters of the nine depths. Upon its neck rested a pearl of wisdom said to grant great enlightenment to any who held it. A prize beyond the worth of gold, many had braved the depths to find this fabled gem, yet few had been fortunate enough to return. With bitter tears they told of the perils below, of returning with nothing to show for their trials, and worse, of facing the wrath of the fearsome lone prince, armed with twin hammers that summoned forth the fury of thunder. The prince could smite those before him, leaving nothing but dust. Long ages passed, yet still there were those who sought the pearl. Among the people, it was whispered that when the river G burst its banks and the waters rose in wrathful flood, it was surely the doing of the loon prince, his wrath roused by the trespasses of those who sought his treasure. In hopes of appeasing him, they built a grand and splendid temple where they offered worship and tribute to the Lord of the watery depths. Then came a day when a young man arrived, clad in midnight hue, with a necklace of moon pale stones around his neck. He named himself a master thief with skills beyond compare. Though all cautioned him against earning the Loon Prince's wrath, he paid no heed. With a single swift dive, he set his course for the Loon's palace. To his surprise, he found a place strangely silent and empty, with no sign of the soldiers he had expected. A heavy sense of desolation hung in the air. Puzzled, he went to seek the sea treasury and saw a sturdy, tawny-skinned man sitting amid piles of chests, his brow furrowed in worry. At the sound of his approach, that man, who turned out to be the Loon Prince, dug a string of pearls from a chest and tossed them on the ground. The pearl of wisdom you seek is not mine to give, he said in a weary voice. Take these if you must and go. The young man asked, the people on shore spoke of your fierce temper, of how you strike men with your thunder of flood entire lands for the smallest slight. The Loon Prince shook his head. The flesh of mortals holds no savor for me. Think you that I am some pretty Yaguai to wreak havoc at my own whim? No, I would not dare to call forth a small storm save at the bidding of those higher. I don't talk all of it. My own sire was condemned to the body steel for one trifling error. We loons, though our hearts are true as many, are treated with such injustice. The young man said, I have heard of the Loon King's plight, a grievous injustice indeed. Is it for his sake that you find yourself in such reduced circumstances? Seeing he was no more, the Loon Prince said precisely, I have no wish to see my end upon the Loon slaying terrace. I asked the foreshaller, and he said, if I hide well and kill some westbound monkey, I may yet atone for my misdeeds and restore my honor. The young man pondering this, a fortune teller, you say? It was the words of a fortune teller that led me to this place. There might be some strange design at work in this meeting of ours. Why not go with me to where I come from? It just so happens to be on the very road that leads to the west. The Loon Prince was overjoyed, but the young man added, I ask no small price. However, all the treasures in your hoard, they must be mine. Since the day the young man's arrival, fewer and fewer were those who sought to plumb the river's depths in the search of the pearl. Later on, the tools of their quest were one by one set aside, and time to tell the Loon Prince far below, and the pearl wisdom he guarded were no longer spoken of. But fuck you, microphone. Hidden Loon Cavern. I don't like people. It's the abuse, you know, when people start like doing some shit. I just can't stand people. Fucking bitch. New West, yeah, it's New West. They found mine. I think it might be these waterfalls. Yeah, they just there he goes. Do not ever do that again, please.
With me! Hold the line! That monkey! For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters engulf? For what?
Alright, guys. So I have pursuing here, bro. So, 3 out. Peace with you, Dennis. We'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.